What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Lately, I've been making a bunch of really bad decisions, a bunch of horrible purchases, and I just had one delivered just now that may be the worst one yet. And here it is. It's a new, to me, Ford Mustang. It did not look like this in the pictures, guys. I promise you, all of this red tape all over the front, that was not there. The blue wrap over the top was also not there. This is a flood car from Florida. So, yep, another hurricane car has joined us here at Auto Auction Rebuild. Sitting right next to this one is my 97 Cobra, also a flood car. That one's got only 11,000 miles on it. This one, though, I bought this thinking this would be a really cool car for Nick, and I liked it because it's got the ground effects, right? It's got some really cool kits attached to it. At least so I thought. Cool spoiler, the black on orange, you got the fake carbon fiber. I mean, this car screams teenage boy, right? I mean, it screams teenage boy, and I thought, man, now this is the one for Nick right here. Now that it's here, I don't know if I feel the same way about it anymore, guys. Take a look at this bumper. Obviously, you're not going to see stuff like this from pictures, but the bumper is just kind of, it doesn't look promising. Look at this. The whole thing just kind of, and then the splitter is broken. I didn't see that either. I mean, it's broken there. It's broken here. It's broken here. Oh my goodness. So I guess we start peeling off the tape and we find out what's what and hope that the bumper doesn't. What is this? Oh my goodness. Somebody tell me, what is this thing? Is that a button? You push it? No? I don't know. That's not factory. And then, oh my goodness. It's like some ASMR crap going on over here, guys. I'm betting they put this on. Transport probably put this on because they were afraid that this bumper was going to come off. Or the splitter. Oh my goodness. This is, you know, maybe Nick will like it. Oh, this is super sticky tape, guys. Maybe Nick will like it. I don't know. All of this, not a big deal. This stuff right here, that can be epoxied. You know, I've got plenty of JB Weld and super glue. My concern is the bumper going to fall off of this car once we get all of this tape off of it? And, you know, I don't think it will. It definitely is not secured properly. Bumper should not be held on with tape. Oh my. Yeah. This is fine. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that definitely, we can epoxy that. It'll be all right. Moment of truth, will the bumper fall off, or? I don't think so, guys. Well, the bumper's hanging on. Definitely loose. Not good. And last but not least, come on. Oh, this stuff is so, this is like the ultimate sticky tape right here, guys. This stuff is crazy. All right, the bumper did not fall off. I still don't understand what this button is right here, though. It's something you'd push and turn, or is it a bolt? I worry. Okay, anyway, we've got a Goodyear Reliant tire here. We've got a Mucho Macho Cosmo tire here. Some damage to the back bumper, light scraping. Bumper's popped out a little bit. This car's probably been wrecked 11 times. I never did run a Carfax on it. Another Mucho Macho Cosmo and another Mucho Macho Cosmo. Then we have the flood line. Shows to be about somewhere between here and here. Interesting. And next, this is the part that I'm excited and very nervous about, is opening up this interior. Oh my goodness. To see what exactly we are working with. Hopefully the paint doesn't come off. There we go. Oh man. It's like unwrapping a very mildewy Christmas present, you know? It's actually kind of fun. I should have brought Nick down here to help me do all this. I don't want him to see the car for the first time looking like this, you know what I mean? I really thought maybe he'd enjoy a more modern car than the Saab. And I thought, you know, an EcoBoost Mustang that somebody's already done a light pimp my ride on is kind of perfect for a teenage kid. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, they've got parts of the interior taken apart. Oh, another thing. The transport company said it didn't have keys. So it's supposed to have keys. Transport company said there were no keys. So that's going to be fun. There we go. There's half of it. It's got leather interior. Let's take this off. Throw all this over here. And let's unwrap the rest of this bad boy right here. Oh, oh wow. No joke. Come on. Please be a good car. It's not going to be a good car. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's definitely been wet. No doubt about it. You can smell a flood car from a mile away. I'm not kidding you guys. Just got a very unique smell to it. Come on. Oh, we even took the lot number with it too. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Just kind of roll this up and get this out of here. I was hoping the convertible top worked, but since it's still down, I'm guessing it probably doesn't. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. And there it is. In all of its glory. Windows are partially up, partially down. Oh boy. So now we have it. Oh, it's got power. The window just went up on its own. Okay. Well, how's it look now, guys? More respectable. This is good. I can't believe it's got juice. This is not too bad. I'm kind of liking it now that we got the plastic and the tape off of it. Oh, this door doesn't close. Oh. Well, oh wow. Okay. So somebody's ripped off the door seals. This seat, what do we got? They've got a lot of plastics taken apart. The seat is pushed forward. Does this not go backwards? There, ooh. Ooh. Sticks and leaves. The seats are just tore up, guys. They are so dry. The computer, floor is dry. The computer or fuse box assembly has been pulled out. Interesting, it's red under here, guys. This car used to be red. Okay. That window goes up. Hey, that's a good sign, guys. That's a good sign that things are actually trying to work in this car. My next question is, does it have a key? Because it had one. It does. There it is. There's the key. What is this? What is it? Oh, a paddle shifter? Oh, really? A glue-on paddle shifter. That's totally something a kid would like. Looks like a very poorly fitted seat cover on this. It looks like maybe it's a cat skins type of thing. Let's climb in. Oh, fake carbon fiber that's faded and worn out. Oh, we got moisture. Ew. Something all over the screen. I think that's moisture. Dented up. Bezel. How did they do this and why? Oh boy. It looks like, oh, lighters. Oh yeah. So we have a key. Let's see. Oh, remote start too? Oh. This is the premium package. It's got the big screen. You got all your little buttons. Does it run? I'll be damned, it runs. It fired right up. Oh, we've got a screen, guys. The screen is working. Heated seats, air-conditioned seats too. Oh, we got lights. Hill start assist not available. ABS, check engine, TPMS. Oh boy, yeah, she's got problems. Service advanced track, engine on, door ajar, tire sensor fault, oil change required. So the volume control doesn't seem to work. Can we mute it from here? There we go. You can mute it from there. Good. Oh, hear that turbo? Oh, this is great. Nick's gonna love this. Are you kidding me? Do the back windows work? They do. Yes. Oh, guys, we're winning. We are freaking winning here. I thought this car was gonna be a total turd, and it kind of is. But look, a lot of this stuff is simple. ABS light, probably a speed sensor. Check engine light, we'll run a diagnostic, not a big deal. The broken carbon fiber, peel it off, replace the center bezel here. Clean this car up really, really good. This could be a good car, guys. This could be. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. Do the seats still work? They try. So they're rusted. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. Oh, she's stuck. You can see it's trying to move. Oh, and it just locked up. There it goes. This is gonna take some work, guys. All right, that's definitely gonna take some work. Let's see if we can pop the trunk, pop the hood, see what's going on in this thing, huh? Trunk is popped, hood is popped. It's running, guys, and it's running well. Oh, I think the water maybe got a little higher than what they said there, huh? A dog bone. This is rusted. A gas can. See, all of this is rusted too. What is this? A Dymo Letra tag. Some caulking. Motorcycle gear. I don't know what that is. A trim tool. It could be, guys. You could use that as a trim. That's kind of cool. This is nasty. If I'm being completely honest, this is gross. Let's pull this up and see. I don't see any water under here. It does have a spare tire, and I see no signs of water under the spare, but I do see a lot of corrosion on top of it. So I'm kind of wondering if the water line. Now that water line, guys, I would never bet the house on that water line being accurate. Never, ever, ever, ever. Sometimes the water line is accurate. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes the water line's actually way higher. Sometimes it's lower. Don't rely on their water line for your decision to buy this car. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't work. Great. All right, well, I've been out here kind of fiddling around for a few minutes. The hood would not open. I ended up having to get a pry bar under here to get this thing open. This yellow piece was bent so far down it wasn't hitting the release. So now, if you need to open the hood, it pops right open. Try it one more time just to verify that it does pop open. I didn't damage anything, but I notice it's red under here. So somebody, is this a wrap? No, that's paint. That is paint. Somebody repainted the car black. Everything lines up. The fender aprons look good. The fender bolts are all lined. I mean, everything looks good. I don't think the car was wrecked. See, everything just kind of fits too perfectly under here. I think someone just changed the color of it. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the black, but that ruby red is a nice color also. One thing that I'm very concerned about is the convertible top doesn't work, along with a lot of other stuff on the interior here. I'm probably not going to spend my entire video trying to fix everything in this car. We do need to test drive it and make sure it actually has gears and all of that good stuff. Obviously, water got up in here. The computer / fuse box has been pulled out, so we're going to need to check fuses there. But we know that the windows work. Steering works. It goes into gear. Reverse, backup camera works. Drive. But where we start having problems is you turn on the air conditioning, Nothing. Like there's nothing. Heated seats, cooled seats, nothing. The mode button doesn't work at all. The steering button changes nothing on the dash. Traction control obviously doesn't work. Hazards though, that's interesting. You push the hazard switch and it works. Also the start stop button works. Volume, uh-oh, did it stop? I guess the volume doesn't work. In fact, I don't think anything here works. So we've got a serious issue with like this whole center stack is having some pretty serious problems. The next issue, and it's my biggest concern right now, is the convertible top sits right here. If I push it, it does nothing. It does nothing at all. And that is very concerning. Number one, I don't know what shape the convertible top is in. Number two, oh, we got, what is this like? Never mind. Somebody took off a lot of plastics, I think. It almost looks like something's supposed to be, oh, yeah. Like this. There's, what is this? Is this a sensor? For what? Like a micro switch or something. See, I don't want to spend my whole day trying to figure out this convertible top, but it looks like this goes on this side, and then there's some kind of a, does it just go, it goes like this. Yeah. See? So then there's a switch right here, but it plugs in right here. So I don't know what this switch is, but I'd bet money we probably need to plug these in, and hopefully we have the other one. Let me guess, we don't. What is this? This is for under the hood. Then we've got this, which is for where the computer goes. And then another trim panel. That's the rocker panel. So we are missing, it looks like. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Let's start with plugging these in because I don't know what these are for, but I got a hunch this probably needs to be plugged in for the convertible top to work. All right, I've put those switches back together. Again, I really don't know what they go to, but there was one on each side. I put the trim pieces back on as well. So let's try it again. Nothing. Let's close the door. I do have it in park. I've got the e-brake on. Nothing. See, this is really bothering me, guys. It is very important that I get this convertible top to be able to go up and down, or this car is, well, I don't really see the purpose of it. So let's look around. I'm going to pull up Google here. Let's try to find the fuses that go to the convertible top, and let's start with checking those next. So I've already found an issue. Here is a YouTube video that shows where everything is, and I've got two fuses for the convertible top. Number 15 is a 20 amp, number 17 is a 20 amp. That is, right here is number, let me use a screwdriver. This is number 15, this is number 16, this is number 17. All right, this fuse right here is not used on this car, but yet there's a fuse there. That fuse right there should be a 20 amp, so it looks like somebody intentionally moved this fuse to a location that doesn't even use a fuse. That's blown. That's blown. That fuse is totally blown. I guarantee it. I can see it. I wonder what these go to. Let's just try to pull this top 20 amper right here, and let's see if we can swap it. And we'll swap it in place. Hopefully it doesn't die. I don't know what this fuse goes to. Come on. I'm gonna have to go hit AutoZone and try to, we're gonna need some fuses for this, I think. It's still running. Or wait, is that fuse blown too? No, I think that's all right. I think that's all right. Okay, so now we have a fuse in number 15 and 17. You can even see down there, there's not a second pin. Let me take this cover off here. There's not a second pin down there, guys. So, no. Somebody moved that fuse and it's blown, so why did you move it? Let's try it again. Nothing. Like nothing at all. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is very concerning. I guess I'm going to need to get my voltmeter out. I'm going to shut the car down It's just sitting here running this whole time. Let me get a voltmeter out. I don't want to waste your time checking every single fuse. But I'm going to go through and I'm just going to start checking fuses here. I'm going to start checking fuses on the interior, and we'll start replacing them as we find them. These fuses look to be in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and pull all of them and test them. Relays, I guess we could have a problem with a relay. Unfortunately, I don't think this tells me anything. 24 voltage quality module. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'm going to have to do some research. Well, guys, we have checked every fuse in this car and concluded that only one of them is bad. So it was the one for the convertible top, which still doesn't work. We have moved the cigarette lighter fuse over to the convertible top fuse. Obviously still doesn't work. We've gone through every fuse in this car. Everything is good. I've checked even the wiring harness connections inside the car, looking for corrosion. Everything is good. Surprisingly, nothing is corroded. I don't know how that's possible. So then I decided to do a little Googling on the convertible top. It turns out this car has 2 smart motors that operate the convertible top. Both of them have to be functioning properly, and both of them have to have communication with the control module. It turns out the convertible top failing on these is very, very common. If one of the motors gets wet, it pretty well fries it. It's done. So the motors used on eBay are $150, but what you got to look for is a code for some kind of a convertible top motor A or B. Now, I'm looking at my scan tool here, and what I'm seeing is a whole bunch of codes. I mean, we have a crazy amount of codes. Lost communication, battery voltage, so many, fuel pump, steering lock, intrusion sensor, fog lamps, headlights, cameras. I mean, 28 codes in the BCM. Oh, wait a minute. Control module input circuit open. Lost communication with the body control module. Anti-lock brake module. Tire pressure, cameras, fog lights, intrusion. Oh boy. What I'm looking for is something called a convertible top module or something like that. Audio, wipers. Looks like everything else is fine. But what I'm not seeing, this is all audio, voltage again, control module inputs, front controls interface. So these are probably the controls that don't work anymore. Lost communication with the radio, instrument panel, body control module, power steering, anti-lock brakes, ECM, headlights, restraint, camera, fog lights, intrusion, fuel pump. Right here. Lost communication with movable roof control module A. That is the MRCMA. That's one of the motors, and that is generally a sign that the motor is fried. We're going to do a quick erase on this, and we're going to find out what all comes back. I'm sure it's not all going to go away, but if we're lucky, most of it will. And hopefully up, crossing my fingers, nope, still 28 codes in the body control module, so that is a serious problem. It's like there's something very wrong. There's something very wrong with the body control module on this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's almost like the BCM is dead. All right, so I've reset the codes. What I ended up having to do is I had to go into the car. The body control module is under the driver's side. It's behind the dashboard on the driver's side, mounted against the wall over there, the A-pillar. And I finally, after unplugging the BCM and plugging it back in and resetting the codes, now we only have a few codes. Instead of 28, we have 10. Park brake, right front fog, driver's door jar, which is the door's open. Hood switch, the hood is open. Fog lamps, tire pressure sensor, high beam, and lost communication with front controls interface module A. So I'll need to figure out what the front control module A is, because that's probably bad. So the next question is, now that that's reset, I no longer have a code for the convertible top motors. So the question is, it doesn't work. The question is, does the convertible top work? And the answer is no, it does not work. It does nothing at all. Still. oil change required, hood ajar, trunk ajar, tire pressure sensor fault. I didn't realize the trunk was open. That could affect it maybe. I don't know. Let's double check. Yep, the trunk is open. Maybe I just forgot to close it. Surely there's got to be some kind of a manual release for the trunk, right? Like there's got to be. What is this? You guys see that? What does that do? Not a clue. There's got to be some kind of a manual release for the convertible top. Maybe that's why they had this open. They were trying to find it. I'm gonna close the hood. I'm gonna try resetting these codes one more time. We're gonna read them again and see if anything has come back. But guys, we're gonna have to take this thing on a quick test drive, and I'm just gonna have to leave it be until I have time to come back again. See, the BCM is working. There it is, honking the horn. It's testing all of the lights. Fog lights. The reason why it's having a fog light issue is because there are no fog lights. They've put some kind of an aftermarket bumper on this, so there are no more fog lights on this car. So give it a minute, it'll reset itself. We'll see what's left. I'll try clearing the codes one more time, and then I'm just gonna have to call it. I've spent way too long today working on this car. 10 codes. Parking brake apply switch. Well, the parking brake is applied. Fog lamps, the door's open, the hood's open. Fog lamp, fog lamp, fog lamp. Tire pressure, left high beam circuit, and then lost communication with these front controls interface module A. Whatever's going on with that module, I need to find it because there's definitely a problem there. I'm gonna try to erase the codes. Oh, it wants the engine off. Of course it wants the engine off. Give me a second, guys. We're about to wrap this one up. Okay, I've done everything I can do for this car right now. It's time to take it on a ride and find out how this thing runs. I was hoping the seats would move. There we go. Seat moves. There we go. I got it to move back. I'm gonna have to work on those tracks a little bit. Fired up. Battery's kind of dead because I've been sitting here tinkering with it for a while. So still nothing up here works. And I'm assuming this is all the forward control module. Has got to be responsible for all of this. Heated, cooled seats, air conditioning, like nothing up here works. You can control the radio from here, which is nice. It says the trunk is ajar again. How does the trunk keep opening? I just want to take it for a test drive. Yeah. There we go. The trunk is closed, without a doubt. I'm going to try the convertible top one more time, although I know it's not going to work. No. And I hear nothing. The good news is our ABS light is currently out, so that's a big deal. We only have a TPMS light on right now, and the code for whatever the forward control module is, this car, I think, could be saved. The question is it even worth it, guys? This one is way rougher than I expected it to be. Moment of truth, we're gonna find out if this car has gears. It does have brakes, very good brakes. That's nice. We're about to see what kind of performance this little four-banger has. Oh, she's got a little scratch there. All right. Drive. Okay. Oh, I like the sound of the blow-off valve, though. That sounds nice. She's driving. It actually drives pretty good, guys. I know the wind noise has got to be crazy for you right now, and I apologize. We do have a check engine light came back on, so we'll need to run yet another diagnostic on this. Temperature's good. It's full of gas. I mean, it's driving. I still think I probably paid too much for this car. I need to go back and look and see exactly what I paid. But, yeah, I probably did pay too much. Let's get it up to speed. There's 65. We got debris blowing around inside the car everywhere. Cruise control, I don't have a clue. Cruise control is over here. Let's turn it on and let's try to set it at 65 and see if it works. Yes, it does. Cruise control works. It does. Guys. I mean, it's a Mustang convertible with a turbocharger that makes whoosh whoosh noises when you let off the accelerator. I don't know, I kind of like it. I do, I kind of like it. I love the convertible aspect. It's nothing quite like having that nice, crisp November air blowing all over you, man. This is nice, guys. I don't know if Nick's gonna love it for sure, but I hope that he does. It drives really well. So in case I didn't tell you, my winning bid on this was something like $5,500. Then it cost me about $1,200 to ship it from, I think it was Punta Gorda. About $1,250 to ship it to Oklahoma. And then there were, of course, fees on top of it. I'll pull it up here when we stop at the halfway point, and I'll give you guys the accurate numbers. If I didn't mention what the miles were on this, it's 103,458 miles. She's definitely got a little miles on her, guys, and she's definitely a little beat up, which is why this could be a great first car for Nick. Well, I guess technically second car, but I don't even know if he's going to want it yet. It is definitely a little beat up. It's already been pimped, so it should be great for a teenager. You know, a little bit of, you could use tape or epoxy to hold that front end together a little bit better. Figure out a couple of the minor electrical gremlins, like with the controls for air conditioning and the convertible top. I think all of this stuff is going to be relatively easy to fix, guys. And the best part is I could have him out here helping me so he can learn about working on cars, and fixing his own car will go a long way to making the car feel so much more like his and feel like he actually did something to earn it. We'll see what he thinks. This could be a really good car, guys. Only time will tell. All right, guys, you know the routine. We are approaching the halfway point here. We're gonna get off the road. Signals seem to be working. The car did great. Car did absolutely great. No complaints there. Traction control kicks in like it's supposed to. This is a fun little car. Little turbo four banger. I never thought I'd really like one, but it's actually a lot of fun, guys. I don't know what the horsepower is on this thing, but it's pretty impressive. So on the screen over here, I know you can't see anything. Anyway, I decided to bring up the heated and cooled seats. The climate control you can actually access. The touch screen does work, but when I touch things like heated and ventilated seats, nothing. If I try to turn the heat on, nothing. Like, nothing works. I can go back to the home screen, I can get to the radio, I can get to settings, but anything to do with the climate control doesn't work. I've got to figure out what that front module is, because wherever it is and whatever it is, I think if we replace that, this car is going to come back to life. We do need to figure out why the check engine light is on too. Let's take a quick walk around of this thing now that it's, and let's see if the hood opens. That'll be interesting because it was jammed up last time. What do you guys think, man? I know it's rough. I know a lot of you are sitting there going, oh my God, there's no way I would give that to my kid. I hear you, I do. What is going on here? We've got some plastics that came undone from somewhere. Those plastics are supposed to be attached to the bumper somehow. She needs work. I'm not sitting here lying to you guys. She absolutely needs work, but it's a much newer car, and I gotta admit, man, the orange on black, I think is sick. Yeah, it's not perfect. Chances are he's gonna hit a curb or a parking block or something with the front end. He's gonna mess it up anyway, so does it really matter? All of this can be glued, epoxied back together. It won't look perfect, but the car is never gonna look perfect, guys. Who cares? You know, you just pop these pieces back into place, glue them together, or JB weld them or something. I mean, you got a pretty slick looking car. Now let's see if the hood will open, because that's kind of a big deal. There we go. There's the engine bay. No smoke, no funny noises. It could be a good car, guys. It really could. It's an okay car. right now. Hood is closed. It's an okay car, but it really could be a good car. It's got great tires. It's got okay tires. I got the seat to start working. Look at that. Yeah, it's a little upset, but we're working on it. I got the seat coming back. We need to pull the seats out, honestly, and really clean up the rust, grease the tracks up, and these seats will probably be just fine. Engine on. What lights do we have on? Nothing, just a check engine light. That's it. I really wish, maybe it's damaged the switch, possibly. And again, I'd love to find a manual way of putting that top up. Oh, there's an owner's manual in here. Look at this. Look at that, an owner's manual hidden in a little hidden compartment there. She's a work in progress, guys. But I think if Nick and I really tackle this, we could have this car together in no time. What do you guys think? I'm gonna head back to the house. All right, so we made it back, and no lights on the dash anymore, guys. The TPMS sensors started working on their own. ABS light went off. Check engine light went off. Everything seems to be good. I do have some codes on my phone that you guys probably aren't gonna be able to see it, but I've got lost communication with HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning control module. Lost communication with front controls interface module A. Lost communication with movable roof control module A. Now these could be fuses, but like I said, we've already checked fuses. So at this point, I'm thinking we might have a couple of modules damaged. I'm going to have to Google these modules, try to figure out where they are so I can further diagnose it. Unfortunately, there is no manual closing of the top. You cannot close this top manually, which has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Seriously, a convertible car should always have a manual option for closing the top in case you got stuck on the road with it open. Now I've gotten in here because I'm pretty sure this is where roof module A is. The problem is, ow, damn thing just shocked me. The problem is I think the module A is literally buried down here where my finger is. It's going to be impossible for you to see, but I'm pretty sure it's down there on this side. I have no idea how you could possibly get to this module. I'm gonna have to do a lot more research on this. And it says that if you try to force the top up or down, obviously you'll break it. So perfect. Anyway, here it is. I'm gonna call this video a wrap, guys. I'm gonna move it and park it somewhere where it's out of the way because I've got other projects to work on right now. I did take this thing and I got her up to some pretty good speeds, guys. And not gonna lie to you, she did really well. I mean, it for a little four-banger, I'm actually impressed. I've never driven one of these EcoBoosts before. The little four-cylinder EcoBoost, never driven one. And I'm honestly quite impressed with the little car, man. It did really well. I think this is something that Nick would probably really like. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little more diagnosing, maybe a little bit of parts cannoning type of stuff with this one. But this could potentially be on the table for Nick. Stay tuned because eventually I'm going to bring Nick back out here again and I'm going to let him pick from a different batch of cars to see what he wants to do, guys. With that, I appreciate all of you for watching. Thank you so much. We are out of here. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.